Welcome back to the Wealthy Coin. I want to chat with you about Shiba Inu coin and the cryptocurrency market. We'll talk about how this is just the beginning of the cryptocurrency market and Shiba nuts, and why you should stay far away from them if you value your money. I appreciate your amazing grin. Push the like button like a hammer. And if you want to join the naughty gang, well, only naughty persons are accepted. For this reason, to join the Forbidden Club, you must first subscribe to the channel and then click the bell next to it. Therefore, you receive notifications anytime a new video is uploaded with the exception of 3 per day. Okay, so let's get going here. The current cost of a Shiba Inu is $0.450927. Always do your own research before settling on a price for a Shiba, as my perspective may not reflect the market. Putting money into a course is meaningless. It was irrelevant when it was 20 years old. Therefore, it is irrelevant now. When Shiba Inus cost 30 cents, it didn't matter. Shiba Inu's current situation will shift when Chen comes, allowing for a more nuanced assessment of the current state of affairs. In addition, contrasting results can be tricky. When the market is bad, is it a cliche to compare and contrast Shiba Inus, Bitcoin, and Ethereum? So what if it does? There's a wise young man who is that far away, and he tweets. In addition, he claimed that he prayed for a decline during the bull run so that he could buy more stock. Those wishes have finally come true. While financial hardship is unpleasant, a unique opportunity has presented itself during this bear market, right? Moreover, this may cost you a lot of money right now. And when the next upswing does occur, right? Where do I begin? If the market continues as it is now, I expect a new bull run to begin soon. Most definitely not. In the financial markets, you may never know for sure. However, what actually transpires is that they wait. They are presently awaiting. In the meantime, they wait, they're still hanging around and waiting. That begs the question, when exactly do they buy? They add to 10 or 20% when the market is near its top and then sell off, right? As a result, we are currently experiencing a bear market with no openings. Look into things that pique your curiosity. It's funny, but these days there are a lot less videos touting 5 new cryptocurrencies to purchase today. And maybe I'll do one tomorrow, since no one is interested in locating low-cost new businesses because there is no belief, and hence no market buzz, right? And when this happens, nobody cares too much. It's interesting too. It's logical, but also a bit silly, right? This is a chance, so take use of it. I know it seems crazy, but this really is our only choice, right? On sometimes, you'll need to summon your inner fortitude and do what needs to be done. Just so I'm clear, I won't tell anyone. To repeat the same actions is a surefire recipe for occasional humiliation. These massive improvements are relatively common, though. Oh my goodness, these taste so good. So why do I think this is just the start? So, crypto markets are like the early days of the internet 30 years ago, right? Rick Edelman claims that the introduction of the Bitcoin Futures ETF and the involvement of institutional investors show that Wall Street is warming around to the crypto markets. Fidelity isn't the only financial institution to launch its own Bitcoin trading platform recently. Financial advisors now have access to training from the Digital Asset Council, which was just founded by Edelman Financial Engine's founder Rick Edelman. A couple of decades ago, he made a comparison between space travel and another significant technological development. Something like this is analogous to the early days of the internet some 20 or 30 years ago. Businesses are in a race to develop blockchain technology because it will allow them to operate more rapidly, inexpensively, openly, and securely than ever before. This is an opportunity that will only present itself once in a generation. Please allow me to regale you with a story. There was a significant transaction assessed by my domestic financial institution because I had to send money to the United States of America, right? It would just cost a few cents if this were done with cryptocurrencies on a network with cheap gas prices. But doing it properly cost almost $150. Therefore, we can't allow this to persist. Correct. This doesn't make any sense at all. It's possible that cryptocurrency and blockchain technology will have far-reaching applications, just like the internet has, right? Even for Shiba Inus, it's the same story. Yes, sure, CH Habria is a prerequisite. Charbonneau, you're wrong about the Musk. When that happens, the last few dominoes should fall into place. Correct. She started using a variant, the identity of which is still unknown, but will likely be Dogecoin depending on the fate of Twitter. However, if he opens it up and joins with BitPay, Shiba Inus might also be a viable option. I still have faith that this experience will prove invaluable to us. The rapid expansion of the internet during the 1990s is well known. For investors who can foresee opportunities that won't be available in 10 or 15 years, the time to invest is now. I shared Bill Gates' story. In today's episode of Letterman, he made an appearance. Well, he said, "You can use the internet to do things like listening to a baseball game. It has just recently been made available for online streaming. Yes, but I can listen to the radio instead," he says, before adding, "You can also view it on Zoom. The event will be broadcast on television, so I can easily observe it." Oh, but, right? When streaming first started to gain popularity, it was hard to explain to people why this was happening, right? The time, place, and circumstances are all up to you. A VCR would allow me to easily record and replay the segment, right? Take note of how things are moving. Many industries could benefit from blockchain technology and digital currencies. Although it is possible to do so in other ways, cryptocurrency is the best option. As a result, this is of great importance. The most crucial thing, and I regard them as quite purple, has to happen, right? This ought to go down. Correct. Yay. I mean, that is just so much better. Increasing our capacity for adaptation is currently our top priority. I'm aware that because of this situation, many people who were on the fence about Bitcoin are now reluctant to get involved. Consumers, however, will quickly forget about this occurrence if prices start to climb again. In 2018, Bitcoin had reached a high of $20,000, and I was still working for the same company I had in 2017. Discussions about it dominated water cooler talk at the office, right? When Musk chose to liquidate a big amount of his Bitcoin, he said the market needed to be much greener before he would invest heavily in it. That means it will be interesting for that reason as well. In spite of the fact that I recognize the Shiba Inu price as somewhat worrisome and unpleasant, I continue to believe that it is currently irrelevant. Everything is coming together now. Nonetheless, there are prospects to be had. Do you remember when it hit 700? It's a shame I didn't go ahead and buy it. 700. More is on the way. Correct. Unless the Fed announces some very bad news next week or inflation data is terrible, we can expect a positive outcome. Once again, a scandal has occurred. For the next month or two, the cryptocurrency market is not expected to fall, but who knows? In this world, anything can happen. The unfolding of that, though, promises to be incredibly fascinating to see. Get 20 free when you join up for our partner Moomoo if you haven't already. 20 stocks are provided at no cost. The stakes are continually increased. As soon as you put in $100, you get 10, and if you put in $1,000, you get 20. Nevertheless, these numbers are reduced. If that weren't enough, there's also a $60,000 SIP sweepstakes